Now that we know a little bit more about what are drawings and why we need drawings, it's important to also check the main features of AutoCAD or become familiar with the main interface. Before we start though, I want to tell you that you can download AutoCAD from autodesk.com, the Autodesk website, and there are many versions of AutoCAD. You will have the choice to download a specific year of AutoCAD. Every year there's a new version normally, but most of the biggest changes happened after 2009. The interface was really revamped or changed from 2009 and to look the way that it looks now. So anything from 2009 to now, it will look similar until AutoCAD decides to do another interface changes. If you're a student or you want to evaluate AutoCAD, you can download a free version, a student version, from their website that is going to last a few years. And also, the only caveat is that when you print a drawing using AutoCAD, it will have a watermark, which is a small thing to pay in order to use AutoCAD in its full extent, because this free version has everything enabled. You can use everything that you can use in the commercial version, except that your prints will have that student version watermark. So when you first open AutoCAD, which by the way you can do it in a PC by just going to Start and then typing AutoCAD and then clicking on it, you will be presented with this. This is the main interface. In the middle here, this black area is where we're going to be drawing or different drawings. And let me describe to you a few of the components and how they are named, because knowing how everything is named in AutoCAD is very useful, especially when you are referring to different objects or when you are reading on a book and the book tells you, for example, click on the line command on the ribbon or stuff like that. So the first thing that is important to note is that you have here again, what I was saying is called the ribbon. All this section here is called the ribbon, and it's very similar concept to the Office applications that also have a ribbon now. So in this ribbon we also have what we call ribbon tabs. So these little tabs here are also called ribbon tabs. So if I go here and click them, you see that I have access to different commands, and you can see that at the beginning this can be overwhelming. We have so many different options here, but don't worry, slowly or step by step. I wouldn't say slowly because I designed these videos to teach you really fast what you need to know, but you will see that although it looks intimidating at the beginning, it's actually not that intimidating or not that difficult to use, especially because once you know how to use a series of things, the other things will be the same in usage. So besides that, we also have the quick access toolbar here, and I'm gonna throw in here. This is a very quick way for you to open a new document, to create a new document, save or print. And also these guys here, this will be the undo and the redo. So you have here some commands that are really fast and easy to reach. In addition to that, here on the top is what we call the title bar. And the title bar will tell you which drawing you are on or you are currently viewing. And this is the default drawing 1.dwg. Now, as you can see, this DWG stands for drawing, and it's the extension that all the AutoCAD files have. So if you download or find a .dwg, that's a file that can be opened using AutoCAD or an AutoCAD file. So this area right here is our drawing area, and here, like I said, is where we're going to be drawing stuff. What we have down here, it's also very important to know, is the command line or lines. And everything in AutoCAD, for example, when you're drawing a line or a circle, we're going to get into that very soon, it's a command. So when you want to draw a line, it's actually the line command that is executing. So there are many ways for you to do something in AutoCAD, and I'm going to be talking about it in just a few seconds. Alright, also we have the status bar here. This is the status bar all the way here. And this status bar is important because it gives us access to many things, including all these different commands that allow us to draw. Also, it's going to give us access to the coordinates system that are here, which is going to be our X and our Y axis coordinates in our Cartesian plane space. More to talk about this in just a few minutes. Now, in addition to that, we also have, let me click here, the navigation or the wheel. This wheel allows to move the drawing area perspectives from a cardinal point of view. So for example, now we are facing north, so north would be the top of this drawing space, but we can face, or we can just look at the east or have the east on top, and you see the x-axis now is turned this way. And this also is going to be very useful when we start drawing on 3D and we deal with views. Right now we're going to start talking about only 2D drawings, so we always want to see these drawings from the top view. But if you click here, you'll see that the drawing space now adds a third axis, or the z-axis, and that's for viewing objects in 3D, which is going to be covered later on this series. So I'm just going to go back to top and to north. Finally, in books and literature, you will find a name for this Cartesian coordinate system, or this icon that you see here. It's called the USC, or User Coordinate System, okay, or User Coordinate Icon. And again, you figured it out by now. It allows us to see where we are located in the drawing area in reference to the X and the Y axis. Finally, another important thing to know is this A icon here that is called Menu Browser or Application Menu. It's very important. If you click on it, you can create a new drawing, open a different drawing, or also go things like save as, etc., etc., etc. So you can even export a drawing into different formats, or save your drawing as a PDF, for example, if somebody doesn't have AutoCAD and wants to see your drawing. And in addition to that, we also have some drawing utilities, and here's where we are going to change things like the drawing units. I'm going to talk more about that later, or just do things like a recover a damaged file, etc., etc. And if you click here on the options, you have a huge amount of options that allows you to customize the way that AutoCAD do things and looks. So for example, one thing that you can do is you click on the Open and Save tab. You can tell AutoCAD to always save a file with a specific AutoCAD file format. As I told you, from 2009-10 the interface changed, and also the files also changed. The file, how can I name this? The file convention or the standard. So if you want, for example, if you want somebody that has AutoCAD 2007 to be able to open an AutoCAD 2010 drawing, then you have the option here to always save your drawings as AutoCAD 2007. Of course, there is a caveat there that the functionalities from the newer version won't be saved or won't work. More on this screen later on. But this is really an overview of the AutoCAD interface. It has many components and has much more other options, but those are really the ones that stand out more.